storage. Okay, so we are capturing the item, and our first item, we had captured our first item, and we are going to capture the second item, which was wires. Okay. Am I sharing the screen? Okay, let me share my screen. Yeah, we are going to capture the second item, which is called wires. And wires, they fall under the inventory part. So under the inventory part, our thing is wires, and it falls under class. I will still take electronics as my. Then these wires, they told us that they are measured in meters. So the unit of measure, we just add a new one because we are only having pieces. So let's use, if they are measured in meters, that means meters is length. Select length, click on next. I hope I'm not too fast. And we are measuring them in meters. Yet I'm having meters here. Click on meters and say next. Next, length by meter, and then you finish. So then the cost price, they told us that each meter is costing us 2,000. Am I too fast really? I repeat. Okay, let me repeat. I said that we are capturing a new item. We are capturing a new item, and that new item is called wires. So to capture that, we come back to our items here down. We go back to a list, item list, then we capture a new item. New item, we come to items, select new, inventory part, because the wires, they follow under inventory. Item name, wires. And I've said that the wires, they will follow under class called electronics. And the unit of measure, they have told us that we shall be using meters. I had taken meters already, so I don't need to add it there again. Meters. Then the cost price. Cost price. There is, according to the question, each meter costs us 2,000. And then the selling price, it's so easy that we have already set a markup. That means if it okay. So I was saying that our markup is setting for us a cost price. Is setting for us a selling price. We had a cost price of 2,000. So the network is saying that's true. Then who is our preferred vendor? The preferred vendor, we had a code. What was our code? Our code was IV02E. 02E. Who is that? Who flows under that? Kampala cables. So our preferred vendor is Kampala cables. Then the income account, let it be the markup account. Markup account. And our order point was, according to the question, our order point was 20 meters. 20 meters. And at hand we had 230 meters. Then the total value, this total value also comes in automatically according to what you are having on hand and the cost price. That's what brings up that total value. And we are capturing this on the 1st of September 2021 because we are capturing opening balances. Hope we are fine. So,
where is the 460,000 from?
let me go back and see. I just want to understand your question. Where is the what? Someone has just asked the question. Pardon?
The 460,000, like where is it from?
Oh, the total cost. When you get the quantity on hand that you are having and you multiply it with 2,000 each meter, the cost for each meter, 2,000 times the quantity you're having at hand, you are going to end up having 460,000. That is the total cost of the quantity you are having on hand. Calculate it. Yeah. Thank you so much, Jessica. Tap in the box of total value. Okay. So then we capture the last item. What is our last item? Wall bracket. And they are measured in packets. The cost for each wall bracket is 500. So what do you base on to identify the preferred vendor? I base on the code. Let me share that. Let me share my second screen. Share a new screen. Where is it? Where is it? The words. Yeah. So getting the preferred vendor, I look at when I look at the company suppliers list, I'm having item supplied code. Here's the code. Then when I come to the item code, the inventory code, this code here tells us who is supplying that commodity because they are in line. So wires are supplied by, wires have a code that is IV02E. Which supplier? Item is supplied by who according to the item code or item supplied code. You get? Because I told you we don't have where to put these codes, but they help us to identify the preferred vendors for those items. Okay. Then what is our last wall bracket? Each bracket costs us 500 and they are measured in packets. The order point is 50 and the quantity at hand is 500 packets. So let's come back here, capture the last item. It's again an inventory, wall bracket, wall bracket. The class, this will fall under electronic accessories. Let them fall under accessories. Unit of measure, they have told us that they are measured in packets. If they are measured in packets, those packets will follow under count, because we count each packet that we sell. Click on next. If we look in the unit, to select a base unit, we don't have packets here. We only have each pair dozen, so the packets will follow under others. Click on next. We enter the name, packet, and the code and the abbreviation. Let it be PKT. Yes, packet. Next, then you finish. So we count by packet. Then the cost price is, they have told us is 500 for each packet. Then the markup will be, the selling price will be set automatically by the markup. The preferred vendor was, the code was, the item code was IV03E. Who is that vendor there? Who falls under that code? According to the vendor list, IV03E is Coastal Uganda Limited. That means our preferred vendor is Coastal. Then the income list, the income account, we say that it will always be a markup account. And the order point was 50, and at hand we had 500. So the total value of the goods we are having at hand, like their cost, is the 500 each packet cost times the quantity we are having in hand. That is what the system does to give us the total value. Then the date is 1st September, the opening balance date. Then you can say, okay. That was for the items. Are we fine? Okay, no question. Then let me come back. Okay. Then we come back to our question. We are done with capturing the suppliers, even the products. Then what's next? The company customer list is this. So we enter the customers and their opening balances. Where do we go to capture the customers? Come back here. Okay, let me see. Why do you fill in the description and the income account? You can decide to say that it is under the sales account. It depends on your company. But for me, I would take the markup. When I make money, like when I earn an income, the markup account will be affected, because the money that I make, it will be increasing on my income, on my markup account. I can even call it the sales account. It has no format that it should be, like the default account is markup account. You can decide to change it. So yeah, Naika said we go under customers, even Kevin. Thank you so much. So we go to customers and we go to customer center to capture our new customers. So we are having Home Electronics Limited, Nakasal Electronics Shop, and Electronic Mix Limited. So let's come, we capture a new customer. We are having no customer information yet because we don't have any customer. So we go to new customer and job, we say new customer. We capture this one was Home Electronics. The customer name is Home Electronics Limited. What is this opening balance? $200,000 opening balance. 200. Oh my God. 200,000 as of. That means this person, since is having a date, an opening balance of 200,000. That means, and he's a customer, we are demanding this person 200,000. So the company name is that. Okay. Hope I'm not too fast on the customers. So our first customer is Home Electronics, and the balance total is 200,000. We capture a new customer. What's the new customer's name? Nakaselo Electronic Shop. Opening balance 450. We capture this one is Nakaselo Electronic Shop. We copy. We need to paste this under the company. Then opening balance is 450,000 as of 1st Jan, as of 1st September. And he's paying us in UG shillings. Then you can say, okay. Any questions? So far, those are two customers that we have captured and their balances. Then another one, the last one is the last customer, Electronic Mix Limited. Electrical Mix Limited. Opening balance. Let me see. What if I enter the customer name with the code together? Is it okay? It's fine. As long as you capture these things according to that way, that will make you like in a way that they will be so easy for you to understand. Let it not just be framework. Opening balance is 50,000 as of 1st September, and the company name the same. Then you can say okay. Okay. So we have captured all of those. Then let's make some transactions. They say that the following transactions took place on 7th July 2022. Payment to suppliers SP01, who is that? SP02 and SP03 were made by cash. So, which accounts are going to be affected here? Who is SP01, SP03, and we are going to pay our suppliers, because they said that payments to suppliers and they gave us the codes were made by cash. Let's come back. We are going to pay suppliers. That means we are going to write checks, or we are paying bills. So to clear up the suppliers, you say enter, you go to vendor, come to vendor center, come to the vendor, don't go to vendor center. Just click on vendor from the main menu, then say pay bills. You click on pay bills. When you click there, here are the bills that we are paying. Are you paying the whole of it? Because they told us that we are paying each vendor. We are paying the whole of the amount.
Excuse me.
Yes, please.
You can go back from where?
From the vendor.
You can go back from to vendors.
Okay. So remember, when we are capturing our vendors, we had some opening balances. That means these people are demanding us money from the past financial year. And now the company has decided to clear up these balances. So to clear up those balances, you come to the vendors from the main menu. Click on vendors. Click on vendors. Go to pay bills, because you are going to pay the money that they are demanding you. Pay bills. When you say pay bills, the vendors will come in with their amounts due, or the money that they are demanding due. Since we are paying each by fully, you come and check each checkbox here according to the person that you are going to pay. That means you are going to pay a total of 900,000 because you are paying the whole amount. Then you come down here and select the payment method. We say that we are paying by cash. Sometimes I'm not having the cash because I don't want to use a check. If I don't have cash here, but which account did I say that is going to be? We are going to look at that. Which account are we going to use? We are going to use the petty cash book. Then you can say, okay. Our petty cash book, it had a total of, the petty cash book, it had a total of before we cleared, yeah? Not entering an account. Let's first come back to the chart of accounts and we see how much is with the We are going to item. Set of accounts. Petty cash book. Where is it? It's having 60 M. And now we are saying that we are going to pay. We are going to pay these people using cash. And remember, when we said that if we are using cash, we shall be always using the petty cash book account. So that means we pay by the petty cash book account. Then you can say selected bills. Done. You don't want to pay more bills. You don't want to print that check. You just get done. So let's come back to the list. So you see our pet cash book has reduced by 59 by 900,000. So if it was the 60 M and we remove just 900,000, that means we shall remain with 100,000. Last part for what, Jessica? I pardon the last part. Let me come back here. But I've already said the tenders. Your account, when you are paying, when you come down here, okay, that's even if I don't enter. We have the select bills to be paid. Select bills to be paid, where it shows all the bills. Then there is this part here, discount and credit information for highlighted bills. Then afterwards, there is the one we are having, payment, where we have the date when we are paying, the method, and the account. From this account here, that's where you get your different accounts that you use to operate that account, like to pay off that debt.
Okay, I wanted to know why I don't know where to find them. Why you so like that the petty cash book account had 60 million, but all the other accounts are. Where do I find them?
Where do you find them? You go to list and go to chart of accounts. When we are entering our money at first, the petty cash book, we said that we entered 60 million, and we have paid off the suppliers using that petty cash book. Joanne, are we fine now, guys? Have you found the?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, the outstanding bills for water and electricity of shillings 100 was paid by cash. The outstanding bills for water and electricity of shillings 100,000 was paid by cash. So here we are not going to use just one account to clear up. And the other thing, we don't have a vendor for water and electricity, like one vendor like this, that this is the person who's supplying water and electricity to us. So to clear up this, we shall use a journal. We enter journal entries. We capture journal entries. And to do that, to make journal entries, you come to accountant. Go to journal entries. Wait for it to come. In case there is a mistake you have made somewhere and you feel like you have deposited maybe someone that is not supposed to be there, you can use journal entries to rectify it or to make it correct. So, what is our date? That was 7th July. That's when we cleared up that, and that is 2022 on 7th July. Yes, please. Darwin,
maybe we go back.
Go back
where we can access the journal.
Okay.
Where we can access the journal.
Okay. I've told you to make journal entries. To make journal entries, go to accountant. Let me see if you can even get it from the list. This you can't. You just go to accountant. Go to accountant. Look for make journal entries. You click on make journal entries. We are going to make these entries in the currency, our home currency, and we are going to make these payments on the date. We have to change the date. It is saying 1st September, plus we are paying in July, and that is 7th July. Then which account comes first? We are paying. Which account is going to increase and which one is going to decrease? We are having the accrued water and electricity bills. Then we also have, we are paying by cash. That means the petty cash book. If you are paying by petty cash book, using the petty cash book, it will reduce because it is an asset. And when an asset is reducing, we credit it. And when a liability is decreasing, we debit it. That means we are going to debit accrued water and electricity bills. We come to the debit side, we enter the amount. Say that we are paying all the 100,000. And which corresponding account are we having? We say that we are having the petty cash book account. Are we together? I don't want to go first here.
No. Accrued water and electricity. I do not understand how we got that.
Accrued water and electricity, when we are entering our account, when we are capturing account, we captured this. It was the last account that we entered. It was the last account that we entered. It was accrued water and electricity. And we said it is, and we said that it is another currency liability. That means that we had not cleared the bills for water and electricity for the other financial year. And now we are settling them in this new financial year. And we are paying them by cash. If a liability is reducing, we debit it. Remember, accruals have a normal credit balance, but if they are reducing, we shall need to debit them. we why we use journal entry. Journal entry. Remember, if we are to have the vendors for water and electricity, there will be two different people, but we are not given these vendors. So if we are not given the vendors, the only way we can clear up this, we can go to a journal. So we can clear up the accrued water and electricity bills through the journal because we don't have that specific vendor. That's why we have used a journal. Hope we are together now. Will come in with, I'm going to create another vendor that is demanding that you can pay bills. Okay. Then after you can say, okay, save and close. So when I come back to my list set of accounts, I have to see whether these accounts have been affected. The petty cash book, I had a balance of 59,100,000. I have paid 100,000. That means it has reduced. Then accrued water and electricity bills. I had a balance of 100,000. Since I've cleared it, now I'm having a zero balance. Hope we are clear now with that. Okay. Now let's go to the next one. On 10th August 2022, the following credit purchases took place from respective suppliers. We have wire pipes. We ordered for 70, but only 50 were delivered. Wires, we ordered for 200 meters. Enter bills. And entering bills, we enter bills. Oh, okay, let's pay bills, but I need to create another. It is not left there. Can you show? We have used a journal. Maybe you have, what have you done?
Gerald,
Yes?
does it mean that, for example, if we're paying half the specified suppliers, when we are paying half the amount, do we still use the journal or there's some other way?
You can use a journal. Because the other, when you are paying bills, it shows that you are paying full. It asks you to pay full of it.
Okay, so if you're going to pay some amount, you use journal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kayesu, like I'm not understanding your question. Like when you clear the accrued water and electricity bills, the amount remains.
Yes. Like when I cleared the accrued water and electricity and I went to check my accounts, in my account it's showing, like it's not showing 000 for accrued water, it's showing negative 100,000.
Negative 100,000. Let me go back to my account and see.
I don't know why.
Let me try Then as the amount for the petty cash book reduced.
Yes, the amount for the petty cash book reduced, but accrued water is still there.
Did you put it on the debit side for accrued water?
Yes.
Part of accrued water and electricity.
I put accrued water on the debit and I put petty cash book on credit.
Why is it showing red?
Right?
Yeah,
So I don't know. Okay.
I'm recording. I'm recording. Alija, let me create another supplier and reserving and is demanding us. Let's first come back to vendor. Alija didn't understand the point of the bills. Vendor center. Let's say we are having a new vendor and is demanding us. Let's say we are having let's say who is our vendor? We have Kampala, we have let's say having Microsoft computers. And it's demanding us some money. Let's say it's demanding us 100,000 as of 1st September. In the company name, tell the same, say okay. Just for the vendor, just for the issue of rectifying on the vendor. You see all these vendors here. You see all these vendors here, Kampala Cables, Cosio, and the Cable. This was supposed to be Cable. Cable Corporations, Rogazi. At first, they were demanding us, but we cleared up all their bills. And now, Microsoft is demanding us some 100K. So we need to clear up this bill. What do? We go back to vendors. We say pay bills. Enter bills we are going to, it's like we are purchasing and we are paying there and then. Then pay bills. Come to pay bills. Click on pay bills to clear up that date. We are going to pay. No. Let's select bills to pay. We check that. We come down here. We have selected that we are going to pay this person 100K. Then we come and select the date. We shall pay this person. Let's say we are going to pay this person on 23rd of September. We are going to pay him by, now let's use a check. We used last time we paid by, we used the paid cash book to clear up this date. Now let's use the operating account. Let's say we are going to pay this one by check. And we shall be, remember I said that Stanbic is our operations account. So we click on Stanbic Bank. This time around, I'm not going to use cash as a paid cash book. I'm going to pay through the Stanbic Bank. After entering all that, you have shown that you are going to clear all that date.
Yeah. Like for example, in a real company scenario, you first enter the other side, even if you're going to pay cash. Does it mean you first enter the other side, then you come here and then you issue out the cash?
Yeah, you first enter the other part. You first show that you are clearing up. Or if they are just, if you are paying like there and then, like you have not taken on date, then that's where we select enter bills. There's pay bills and enter bills. There's even receive items and pay and clear bills. Then here you can say I selected the bills. We don't want to pay more, we don't want to print, we just say done. So this person has also been cleared. So no vendor is demanding us. Khadija, we fine now?
At least you can give us an example on a spot-on transaction where you're receiving and paying for the same time.
Let's see the questionnaire that tells us. Okay. The question doesn't have it. Anything. It is 500 cash. Income for oil in the shop. Yeah, here. Oil in the shop on Nakasla. I think I'm having that coin. Paid rent for the next, okay. So I wanted us to capture these. Let me see whether I have that for the general paid rent for the next 3 months. Not 300 by cash. I think I'm having this prepayment for the general prepaid rent. And that's the item is almost done. Now I'm going. I never wanted to remove this now at the next for Wednesday. That it seems every part has a lot of explanations on it. This paper almost closing the room. How am I going to do this? Never wanted to go up to Wednesday, but again, the number needs up to Wednesday almost because I'm still having a bigger part. I think we shall complete on Wednesday because I see each part needs a lot of explanation. Yeah, already past our time. Just see these people closing up the rooms when we are still here. And even some of our